Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Julius J. As I promised, I'll be bringing stories of strong women in the Bible. Today, I decided to bring a story of a very strong lady in the Bible, and her name was Sarah. Uh, Sarah was a wife to Abraham, and we can see in the book of Genesis the story of Abraham started with his father Terah moving from Hur, and they moved to a land. They moved with Abraham and the grandson Lot. They moved together with this. With the wife of Abraham, Sarai, and they moved to a place known as Aran, and they settled there. After some time, God appeared to Abraham and told him to move to a place he will show him. And Abraham moved to another place, to a place known as Canaan. And as he was passing, God promised that he will give the land of Canaan to his descendants. And they settled somewhere, and we are seeing as he was going down, and uh, uh, God promised that he will give the land of Canaan to his descendants. And in chapter 14, after the settling, after he had moved to the place God wanted him to move, and we are seeing Abraham in chapter 17, verse 5. God is prolonging his name from Abraham to Abraham. And later in the same chapter, chapter 15, there is this lady, his wife Sarai, and in chapter 15 also, God is prolonging and changing the name of Sarai to Sarah, and is a blessing to these two people. And now today we are concentrating mostly with Sarah. Uh, and Sarah we are seeing is a Hebrew name meaning princess, high-ranking woman, a noble princess was the name of Sarah. And God visited them and loved Abraham, and he wanted to bless Abraham through his descendants. And they were first age at age of Abraham was 9,900 years, and Sarah was 90 years. And we are seeing after prolonging of their names in chapter 18, we are seeing how God visited them. And we are seeing in chapter 18, there were Abraham got some visitors, and he welcomed them. And these visitors were not normal people. They were from God. They were angels of God. They were God, and they were God sent. And we are seeing that Abraham invited them, and he made a meal. He commanded, he said to Sarah, haste and go and bring something for them to eat. And the wife, Sarah, hasted and did what the husband told him to do. She went and did prepare some food very fast, and he brought to them, and they were asking, where is Sarah? They knew it was God talking to Abraham. Where is Sarah, your wife? And Sarah was somewhere around the tent in another door, and he was listening. She was listening, and God told him that a time like this, I will visit you, and your wife Sarah will bear a child, and Sarah was listening, and she laughed because we are seeing she laughed because she could not understand how she will get a child at the age of 90 years, the age of getting children at first. And we can see Sarah laughed, and God was annoyed about the laughing, and she denied about the laughing. And God was asking, is there anything hard for God? Is there anything hard for God to do? And he promised, a time like this, I'll visit you, and you will bear a child, and you will call the name of the child Isaac, which was the meaning of the name Isaac was child laughter. And we can see after a time like that, then the following year, God visited Sarah, and she got a child, and she named him Isaac, which means child laughter. And Sarah was very happy, and she said, those who hear about this, who have pleasure with me, who love with me. And we are seeing after the promise of, they took a time before, after the promise of Abraham, that you will get a child, and they were taking long. They thought the time of getting children was over, and Sarah requested Abraham to go to Hagar and have children with her, and because she thought the age of getting children was almost getting very old, and they could not get children. So Sarah requested Abraham to go to the maid and get children with her, and for sure Abraham agreed, and they went and got the child, and through anger, and we can see later now God visiting them and assuring them that they will get a child, and God visited Sarah and gave a son who was Isaac. And after some time there was quarrel between Hagar and Sarah, because the child who was born, Ishmael, who was born through the maiden lady, was troubling Isaac, and Sarah decided to chase away the lady, and Abraham was worried, and he was told by God to listen to his wife, and that is what he did. Sarah chased the maiden lady Hagar and went away, and God promised to bless Ismail. Even though he was born outside the wedlock, and God promised to bless Ismail greatly. And also, Abraham was assured that Isaac was a child of promise, and God promised to have a covenant with him and his descendants. And we are seeing here, Sarah was very happy, and that is what happened to their lives. And Agar was chased, and Isaac was blessed with a lot of descendants, and he was a child of promise. And in the message of this great lady, Sarah, we are getting lessons from the passage of the message from the Bible. We are seeing God teaches us to trust in Him. Is telling us to trust in Him, so that Lord might bless us because of trusting in Him. We are also advised here. We are advised here, and ladies here advised to honor their spouses, because here we are seeing in Genesis 8:12, we are seeing Sarah asking, after hearing that you will get a child, she is questioning. In Genesis chapter 18 verse 12 is asking, will I get pleasure after I'm old, and my Lord is also old? Is referring to his husband as her Lord. He used to respect his husband so much. In 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 6, we are seeing also the same respect being registered in the book of 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 6, where we are seeing Sarah respected her husband by calling him Lord. And we are told here to respect our husbands, the ladies, the wives, to respect their husbands, because here they are saying Sarah respected the husband by calling him Lord. And we are the Bible is asking the ladies and our wives, whose daughters are you? And we are told that we are daughters of they are daughters of Sarah, because God promised He will be the mother of nations. And the Bible is telling us that the ladies, they are being asked by God, whose daughters are you? You are daughters of Sarah, and you are supposed to respect your husbands without fear and terror. And husbands also, they are told also to respect their wives and love them. So we are in another second number 2, we are seeing that we, after honoring our spouse, and ladies honoring their spouse by respecting them, God will bless them. We are supposed to look at our future without fear. Then this passage is also telling us, the First Peter, to look at our future without fear, and God will bless us. We are seeing that number 3, Sarah was faithful to God. In the passage, and in another book, Hebrews 11:11, we are seeing that by faith, Sarah got strength to conceive at old age. That was because of faith. Because of faith, Sarah got strength to conceive at the old age, and God blessed her for what she did. She got strength. We are seeing God timing is the best. They are saying they waited for very long time, and even they were about to despair. But God timing, we are seeing then God timing is the best. God visited them and blessed them with a son, Isaac. The God timing is the best. We are seeing number 4. God will protect us if we are faithful to Him. We are seeing Sarah after they went to the king Elimelech, and Amram was afraid, and he said, Sarah is my sister. And God protected Sarah. He protected Sarah. And overnight, the king did not touch Sarah. We are seeing again in Egypt, when they were arriving in Egypt after there was famine, Pharaoh also took Sarah to be the wife, and God protected Sarah. There was pledges which God released to Pharaoh, and we are seeing if we are faithful to God, God will protect us. God will do what He promises. We are seeing the promises of God. If God promises anything to you, He must deliver. He will make sure that His promises is fulfilled. So we are supposed to trust in God, because God's promises are real and must be fulfilled. We are seeing in another place that God uses imperfect people. God uses the weakness of people for His name to be glorified. He is using weak people and is taking the weak people. Like Amram, lied many times, was a liar, every time he was lying. But God used him for generations to believe and to see that God does not work with establishment and anything established. He uses the imperfect to make perfect. We are saying God is faithful. Every time God is faithful. If we trust in Him, God will bless us. And we are seeing also God desires our obedience to work with us. If we trust and we are obedient to God, God will visit us. He is happy with our obedience. He is very happy with our faithfulness to Him. And God will bless us for being faithful. We are seeing again, God timing is not our timing. After the promise of the child, they waited, they wanted child, they expected to have children when they are young, but God promised them, and they took all the time up to 90, and the other, as the husband was 100, and God is blessing them at that time. So God timing is not our timing. God has His timing. And every time God, what He has planned for you, you will fulfill it. And now, guys, we have come to the end of our message. Kindly let us trust in God, and God will bless us. Kindly subscribe to my channel, share, like, and comment. Bye.